Don't blink if you blink. Welcome to our show. You guys are doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this gorgeous night. Do you mean gorgeous? 4th September 2025. I just came back from my father's house. Nice little breakfast. I stayed there for an hour and a half. So not as bad as when I usually come, because sometimes I spent 3-4 hours there. Oh, little squirrel. Really nice breakfast. He was in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. It was nice to see him. Played a little game of rummy, because sometimes him and the girlfriend they play together. You know, they play together. Because what happened is they play with another couple. So technically speaking, what happened is the couple works against the other couple. But I'm like, dude, I'm not a couple. I'm alone. You're 2 against 1. So I want to do 1v1. It was fun. It was fun. So now, what I want to do is I want to do a little bit of bike. I want to have a little bit of a break from always making content. You know. So I want to have a little break, and we're gonna have a little break, and it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. You hear me? Good times. So I want to come in and say how excited I am. You know, it's nuts because with me, there's no middle. I'm either super happy about making content or I'm tired, right? So now with Prison Break, I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna finish Prison Break, and then right after I'm gonna be doing we're gonna be doing some Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Then right after we're gonna be doing some of the Good Place. I gotta say I'm excited for the Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but I don't know if I'm gonna be excited the whole way. It'll be a couple of weeks of work, you know. At least 2 or 3 weeks of work. Well, I have how many days? I have 12 days. Well, 13 days because today counts. This is minimum 2 weeks of work, you know. And then we have the Good Place. But at the same time, I don't have as many ideas that I used to have with the content. So it's kind of like a good news in itself, you know. There you go. That's me. That is moi. That is moi. Rue Boré. Streets blocked. Street block, I guess. So at least we're in a positive mindset. Now, I just don't want the channel to become a recap channel, but you guys are liking it. And worst case, it's bringing people to the channel that wouldn't come to the channel else. Other way, I guess. And it's a good thing, you know. It's a good thing because it made the channel more discoverable. More people they put tags, they put hashtags, and I'm like, bro, I don't. This is a lot, bro. This is a whole lot. So yeah, it's a bit too much, you know. But that being said, oh, this would be good also. Thank God I was aware that somebody was unaware. I have to make sure that I have a paper, like some notes. I don't know what the paper is. So here, this is construction. I'm switching side, but I think there's construction there also. So shit. This would be a good idea. Make a tower stats. Yeah, we'll do 1 month. That's great. I love this. There you go. Boom. Too many cars. So, I don't want it to become a recap channel, but for now it's okay. I mean, the fact is, I don't really have a choice, because if I want to do these shows, I have to do them now, because when they're gone from Netflix, oh shit, look at this. All the construction. They're gonna be gone. I'm not gonna pay for another service to get them. For example, I know that Brooklyn Nine-Nine is gonna be on Peacock. I think so. Because Brooklyn Nine-Nine was made by NBC, which I'm pretty sure is the one that made The Office. So it would make sense that it would be on Peacock. Now, for The Good Place in itself is a show that I love a lot. It's a show that's really, really changed me. I've only watched it once, and the craziest thing is, I had started also. So Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I had started to do a recap of it, but I haven't finished it. Sorry, and The Good Place also. The Good Place also. So this is the second one. Depuis tombé sur scène, ils ont tendance à faire confiance. It's such a good thing to see my father, you know? Like, I love my mom, but my mom was actually really good parents. Really, really, really good parents, right? She's amazing. But I see myself in my father because I'm going to be a dad one day, you know? I'm going to be a dad one day. And of course, I would like to have the relationship that my father has with me. So it's like taking notes, you know? It's like leading by example. My mom also is, you know, she's a bit older, she's a bit more fragile, you know? I love my mom. She's a amazing woman. But it's time to take care of my mom. My father doesn't seem as vulnerable, you know? I'm like, he's good, he's gonna take care of himself. My mom, she's alone, you know? So it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. So I like to see my father because I want to be that kind of father. And the worst thing is, as a kid, I thought he was a shitty father. I thought he was a shitty father. It's like, what the heck? There's no way I'm going to do that. But then you grow up and you realize that what he did it because he had to. They being extra strict, I didn't listen. Didn't have a choice. The punishment, federal punishment, that he had to hit me for me to listen. When he was, some nights he used to cry because he felt bad. He felt guilt, you know. But the biggest thing that my father did was willing for me to hate him. Be somebody, you know. I had amazing parents, both of them. And it's a model I want to follow. But for models we follow, they have to be studied. That's what we're trying to do right now. You know? And of course, it's not going to be carbon copy. And this is also the thing. Like, for example, I feel like if I follow my mom a lot, it's gonna take away from the fact that my girlfriend or wife is gonna be a mom. You know? I want her to have her own parenting style. I want us to have an agreement. I want us to be on the same wavelength, but I'm not gonna be controlling how she is as a mom. I'm not gonna, and I cannot. You know. So, guys. Falling. The kid that fell, that would be me. When I was a kid, I was the kid that fell for sure. For sure. My father used to be really strict when it comes to food. Really, really strict. Because the girlfriend was doing a diet, right? So when I would go to the kindergarten, he would eat junk food. He would eat like spaghettis, and she would add like a literally pound of butters, right? It was the Getty from the Honey Boo Boo. So I would go, and she would say to my father, so do your son eat? And my father was like, yes, why? Like, well, he eats a lot, you know? So it was super funny. It was funny. I was a trouble kid. I was a troubling kid, but I was a nice kid, so people didn't mind as much. You know? Yeah. This is kind of insane because you think about my mom, right? My mom is my representation, my role model, my blueprint for a mom, right? But then I'm not a mom. I'm a dad. Well, I'm gonna be. I hope to be a dad one day. You know, if I'm lucky, I'm a dad. And I really feel like if I picture too much of my mom or how she acted and the reaction and stuff like that, I'm going to be in a position where my wife or my girlfriend's going to be obligated to follow the same rule because I'm like, no, this is not a mom. This is what a mom is. I don't fucking know what's a mom, right? And of course, a mom is going to be closer to the kid because she carried the kid, she breastfed the kid, so it's kind of normal, you know? At the same time, I want to be a good dad because I know the importance of a good father, of a good role model. So my friend didn't have a father figure growing up, you know? And they suffer quite a lot from this lack. In a perfect world, you got both parents. And you see, this is where I could get like a bit of a troubling opinion, right? Do I believe that two dads can raise a kid? Yes. Do I believe that two mom can raise a kid? Yes. There has to be, because even if, for example, right, for lesbians, even if it's two moms, there could be a male role model nearby, right? A male role model for the two dads. There could be a female role model nearby, you know, a aunt or something like that. However, you need to have two parents because the two parents will have a different mindset from one from another. And I think this is the most important part, is the mindset that's different, that's important. It isn't the sex that's different, it's the mindset. You need two options. You need option A and option B for the kid to be able to have a choice. Hey, I agree with this, I don't agree with that, you know? And this is making your own decision. This is understanding what's the right thing to do, you know? And this is ultimately what's going to make you a good person or not. And if you're a good person, people will want to be around you. And if people are going to be around you, you're going to be able to get so many lessons from life. So now we're going to be cutting it close because the road is fucked up. How many people are breaking their cars in there? Squirrel. Send it to squirrel. I don't know how many animated squirrel there was, but I had one, and mine was Sandy on SpongeBob, Bob L'Éponge. Such a good morning. I want to go out because it's so nice outside. But at the same time, we get a lot of nature corn from the balcony, but it's just not enough. I'm not a shut-in. I was a shut-in for most of my life, you know, so I'm trying to fix that. I feel a lot more confident though. I got my Twitch payout, and it was kind of good. But my father's like, "Hey, you spent so much time. This is for 1 year. What the fuck? You're wasting your time, you know?" And I'm like, "I'm literally showing you that I make money. What more do you want?" And I told him as a joke. I told him as a joke that I could be sucking some dick, make 10 times as much. I'm doing something that I love doing. I'm not making that much, but I'm still doing something that I'm still doing something I want to do. And he said, well, you have to pay the bills. So this means like, it'll be more okay with me doing the first thing for 10 times the money than doing something I love for less, you know? So, super funny. But hey, that's his opinion, right? I feel like, so for example, right, YouTube doesn't pay me. TikTok doesn't pay me. So Twitch on its own would have to do me $1,000 per month. I don't think there's a lot of people that make $1,000. So no, that's not true. There's a lot of people that make $1,000 a month, but we're talking about a percentile, right? How many people out of 10? How many people out of 10 are doing enough? 10,000 or more, 1,000 or more per month. And I think it's possibly one per 10 or per 20. It's not a lot. It's not a lot, right? And I'm trying to explain that to someone that doesn't understand that. It's insane. But you know what? He's making an effort. He's learning more English. He's texting. He gives more of a fuck about social media. He spends a lot of time on YouTube. And he's making an effort, you know? He's more open-minded, which is great. Which is really good. Choo 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 choo. That's the goal. Two baby stroll. I guess that's how you call it. And walking with your wife, you know. How many kids do I want? I don't know why. The number 3 rings a bell to me. The number 3 would be perfect, but I think 2 is good. I don't want to have a unique child because fuck, it was hard growing up, you know. It was hard growing up. I think 2 would be good also. I would be happy with 2. She would be the goal, but 2 would be good. Because you still get different, right? Each child is their own, and of course, you're doing it more for the child. You want the child to not be alone. When I was a kid, in the 90s, even if I had friends, most of my friends had brothers and sisters, so they prefer playing with the brother and sister than me, you know? But oh well. C'est la vie. My mom would want another kid. My father was like, no. This kid is a lot of work. But then, you cannot blame my father. Because my mom, she wanted more kids because my mom, she didn't have brothers and sisters. So she knew how hard it was. My father had 7 brothers and sisters. He had 3 brothers and 3 sisters. Yeah, 3 brothers and 3 sisters. So that's pretty hard. No, the reality is there are 4 guys, 2 girls. But one of them is dead, you know? So yeah. Hi. My neighbor. That's pretty much it. It's a good time. It's a really good time. Gotta be neighborly, bro. And she's nice too. She's nice. She's really nice. But my father having a lot of siblings, he possibly had too much and possibly like, I don't want to have that money. So there's possibly literally a fear of that. Anyway, I'm going to stop the stream, the video here. Let you guys take it easy. Peace.